Alright, welcome back everybody. Aesop Grim here. This is a continuation of our Endless Space tutorial series. It's not teaching you, it's going through the tutorial. Well, hopefully it is teaching you. Like, we're learning together. I'm trying to say I'm not a pro at this. I'm learning. So I turned the music down a touch. I felt like it was just a little bit too loud. In the last episode, whenever it hit its crescendos, so it's been turned down a notch. And we also, if I recall correctly, had an input here that we need to take. Yeah, solo quest started, prologue to the stars. This is what I mean whenever I say they give you much greater context and story writing and guidance than Stellaris does, where Stellaris is more of, would you call it a sandbox? They don't really give you a lot of story. Your story develops through the gameplay. Here, they give you a whole lot of supporting context with the story, and then your gameplay adds to that or plays within that framework. Okay, the Endless Galaxy is a rich one, and as your empire explores the stars, the chance of coming across unusual places and happenings where your attention is needed is great. In the quests and events screen, which is here, the quest log keeps track of all these quests. The Empire is ready to expand into the galaxy and bring its mighty civilization to new worlds. Maybe even new patriots. The first starship yards have just finished building their inaugural vessels, and now is the time to send them out into the waiting cosmos. The Empire must bring its civilization to the stars. It is our destiny. Okay, new objective. Discover and colonize another star system by bringing a colonizer ship to a system that harbors a colonizable planet. Reward will be a hero. Dmitry Lenko. Lenko? I think it's Lenko. He's an Imperial, he's a counselor, he's an industrialist. Healthy, no assignment. You can see he has 4 categories of skills mastery. This is the RPG section of the game. As far as I know it, I've not played this game very far at all. I've only played the tutorial. Up to a point. Hero personal ship is the Limo. Alrighty then. We are done with that. From small beginnings, the Imperial Fleet is only 2 vessels strong at present, but this number will grow. Note that fleets from any one empire will always be stacked at the same place when they are orbiting the same system. So it's saying that we have a display icon here that might indicate to you we have 1 fleet. We don't. We have 2 fleets. They're just in the same location. Show the location mentioned by this tutorial. Click on the new fleets. Each fleet is presently composed of a single ship alone. Pardon me, I have to clear my throat. I'm sorry. Sometimes this happens whenever I do my first recording of the day. And it's basically that my voice has to get warmed up. I probably ought to be doing that before I start recording, but I'm not a pro, and I'm slackerish in this area. All right, into the great beyond. Each fleet is presently composed of a single ship alone. Each fleet is presently composed of a single ship alone. The settler ship, or colonizer, enables colonization of uncolonized star systems, while the patrol ship, exploration, is designed for rapid reconnaissance of the galaxy. Note that the fleets will always be visually represented by the strongest ship within their number. Click on the fleets to examine their composition and hover the mouse over the revealed ship to get a more detailed tooltip. So here's the first hero's navy. This is the colonizer fleet. And we have a settler. Well, what's it tell us right here? It gives us the health. It gives us... What is that 40 of 40? I don't know if that's maybe personnel. on the ship, or the fact that it's stacked next to a gun. Maybe we have 8 guns and 40 attack power, or maybe that is somehow indicating defense, although I would expect a shield for that, and 8 attack power. We have 5 movement turns, and I think that diamond, the 1/1 next to the diamond, I think that might be an action. Like you have 1 colonization action left, something like that. Projectile energy balance looks like 36% towards kinetic, well, projectile. I'm assuming dead center would be a 0, and then you go in a positive number towards either side. I'm not sure. Looks like we have 110 defense. Overall range accuracy, we're built for short range, followed by medium, followed by long. Okay. Then if we look at the settler ship, role colonizer size small, level rookie, experience 0 of 20. And again, we've got our health, our movement number, I guess. That satellite dish, I'm not sure. That was on the last one. Also, it's up in the top right. Maybe that's 1 action. I don't know, because I was talking about the diamond being an action. 40 of 40 on whatever. I mean, to me, it looks like personnel. That looks like a people icon with a rocket ship. So it's like your crew. 36% towards projectile is what it indicates. So it's a lot of the same stuff. Role size, level, and experience is what's added on this view. Okay. On the other one, this says Curiosity Expedition power of 1. It's got a satellite icon and a diamond icon also. It can move 6 tiles, I guess. Everything else looks exactly the same, which is surprising because this is supposed to be more of a warship. Oh, it's an exploration vessel. This is your Star Trek vessel. Okay, so that's why it's not a warship. It's an exploration. It's going to be in the same kind of attack and defense category as that colonizer ship. It only has supplemental weaponry for emergency use. It's not its primary function. We got 2 probes. Okay. Next. All fleets share a number of attributes that determine their effectiveness and which can be improved by researching new tech or utilizing better ship designs. Command points. Okay, now we know what this means. Command points determine how big a fleet can be, each ship requiring a certain number of command points. So apparently this fleet can only be 1 ship large. Am I reading that right? Determine how big a fleet can be. Maybe it's showing me how big it is on this particular screen. I don't know about that. We'll have to keep an eye as we develop and build. Do we see that number go up to 2, 3, 4, etc., etc.? Movement points determine how far the fleet can move along star lanes in a single turn. For a fleet with several ships, this will be determined by the ship with the least movement points. Health represents the sum of the health of every ship in the fleet. Okay, now it's time to strike out from your home system to discover a habitable planet to colonize. For now, galactic travel for fleets is limited to star lanes. Keep in mind that fleets cannot be modified or even redirected while traveling. They must reach the destination system before they can be issued new commands. Okay, so what that means, this is a system, circular, right? Spherical. These are star lanes. So if you were to use a term that I've heard in the military before, that the fleet is in the pipe, right? If my unit was getting ready to deploy, it was said that we were in the pipe. Sometimes it was said that we were in the bucket, meaning like the bucket on a crane. It basically means you're on deck. You know, that's a baseball term. Oh, now I have to explain that for the international audience. in the sport of baseball or cricket, I think cricket would be like this too. The person that's up to bat, they're in the batter's box, but then the next person is usually out of the dugout, and you'll have to look up a picture of baseball to try and visualize this. They're out of the dugout. They're not sitting down anymore where the rest of the team is sitting. They're up on the dirt a few feet away from where the action is taking place, and they're taking their practice swings. And that's called being on deck. You're up next. You're prepping because you're about to be the person that's in the heat, you know. So anyway, there you go. There's an American idiom has been explained, hopefully. So these are star lanes, and once you commit to being in a star lane, you can't go back or forward. You can't change direction. You're in the pipe. You have to complete. It's like if you engaged hyperspace, you have to complete your jump. Then you can decide to go back, but not while you're in hyperspace, right? Maybe that's the best way to explain it. All right. Keep in mind that fleets cannot be modified or even redirected. Yep, that's what we just said. So which way will you go? Several star lanes lead away from your home system, each leading into the unknown. Your explorations begin here. Select a fleet, preferably the one with the patrol ship, and right-click on a star lane to start exploring. Then end your turn when you're ready. Okay, so we're going to grab this fleet. Where are we at? We're in the Serpents system. And I am tempted to actually check these two vectors a little bit more than this one. Well, maybe we should feel out whether or not we have neighbors out here, because it could be that all this space is ours. Now, that's based off of my experience in Stellaris. I don't know how this game is going to go. But in Stellaris, if you were on an outer rim like this and you had this much territory off to your right, there was a solid chance that you'd have no neighbors out here, and this would all dead end with only one entry point, and it would all be yours. So what I want to do is I want to kind of send out a touch and feel expedition here, and just sort of what I used to call a AT&T this thing, because way back in the day, AT&T commercials had the slogan "Reach out and touch somebody." That was that doesn't get used anymore because of Me Too and stuff like that. So it probably sounds wildly inappropriate, but that was the old AT&T slogan, and all their commercials ended that way. AT&T, reach out and touch somebody. So my idea is to reach out here and just sort of probe this area and see if we have any immediate neighbors. And I am going to go this direction. So we'll right click there. All right. And we should be out of movement points. We are. We now have 0 of 6. Okay, so which way will you go? End your turn when you're ready. All right. Did you notice that, like for your star systems, your fleets can see a certain distance across the galaxy? Beyond this, the crystalline sea hides mysteries, areas you have yet to discover. Note that other empires' fleets will only be visible if they are within a range of vision. Alright, now it's up to you to decide when to end your turns. As a guide, you should always remember to check your fleets, your system constructions, and your technology queue. Idle empires do not conquer the galaxy. Keep up the good work. Okay, so our technology, planetary landscaping, has 3 turns left. If we enter into our system, drone networks has 2 turns left. And we'll load up Xeno-industrial infrastructure after that. Now, this is not telling us it takes 9 turns for this to get done. It takes 7 turns. It's the 7 turns plus the 2 turns on the one above it. So it's telling you in 9 turns from right now, you'll be done with Xeno-industrial infrastructure. Okay, let's continue our exploration. We have, we're right on top of a system called Primus. Do I have movement points? No, I do not. What does that 1 mean? Star system, white star. These stars have a strong chance of harboring hot planets. Primus 1, huge atoll, colonizable. Acid rain anomaly. Primus 2, medium desert, inhospitable. Primus 3, large desert, inhospitable. Primus 4, large gas, warm, inhospitable. Primus 5, medium savanna, inhospitable. Okay, so we have one colonizable planet here. It is a huge planet, and it's an atoll. This is an ocean world. It has, it's like an archipelago, like Indonesia. Primus, or the Philippines. Primus, coral chains stretching for thousands of kilometers in ringed and spiral formations create countless shallow lagoons where microcosms of evolution play out and provide ample easy fishing. Sometimes it really is literally shooting fish in a barrel. It's temperate, it's fertile. This is a good planet. It does have acid rain. The planet base output is 8 agriculture, 4 industry, 4 dust, 2 science. And because of the anomalies, you get -2 industry per population and -4 approval. So we would want to check out those anomalies. Am I able to do that with my... Once we get in here with the not the colonizer, but the exploration vessel, we'll be able to clear that anomaly. It looks like we have several other anomalies. We have a curiosity here. Yeah, we're going to investigate this whole area. Let's see, minimize this guy. Discover and colonize another star system. Okay. And let's go ahead and end turn. I should have moved our colony ship. Yeah, that was inefficient. I really should have. Let's get down here. Grab the colony ship. Move you along. And plus, on top of that, now it says 2. Oh, that's for the colonizer ship. It's 2 turns away. I see. If we click this, 1 turn away. All right, now let's take one more look at Primus. Look, notice, we will eventually develop the technology to be able to inhabitate, to colonize all of these worlds. We can already colonize a huge world. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in this system. They are large, medium, and large. There's no small planets. This is the kind of system you want to lock down. You want to get control of this system ASAP, because it's going to be a good production system for us, and we will eventually be able to colonize every single one of these planets, I believe. Maybe not the gas planet, wherever that's at. This one. Oh, no, it has a colonization. Maybe we use platforms. Okay. Click here. Enter the system. Okay, now we have probes, and we can also click this. Let's go ahead and click this immediately. No, well, I want to do this one though. Hold on just a second, guys. Stand by. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. There was a noise outside my room. It sounded like somebody banging on my door, and I needed to go check and make sure everybody was okay. Because usually people won't bang on the door. So that made me think something happened, and the noise was so loud it made it through my door. But it turns out that my concerns were needless, and all is okay in this house. All right. Me being hyper vigilant. Alrighty then. We can send a probe one last step. A probe is about to leave your ship to reveal a curiosity in this star system. Click on a located curiosity to start searching it. Okay, so it wants us to do this. Expedition successful on Primus 5. Your analysis of the life form on planet Primus 5 was successful. And we have found deciduous trees. That's clever. Like deciduous. Deciduous trees are the kinds of trees that lose their leaves in the fall. If I remember from my high school science classes correctly, which was quite a while ago, I think that's what deciduous means. So they have a play on words here. Deciduous. And average deposit mutated trees likely crafted by the Endless that filter dust. Deposit effects on planet +2 influence and +1 approval per population. Okay. Did you notice that explorer vessels come equipped with automated probes? No? Then let me explain. One of the uses of automated probes is to help you discover the galaxy. From the explorer's fleet action pane, select the launch probe action, and then send your mechanical emissary off into the unknown. By choosing a direction away from known star lanes, you might even be able to find a new constellation. Okay, well that's interesting. However, I really want to know about this this anomaly, and maybe I'm not able to learn about that. I thought that it was probes that did that, but it doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. Okay, so we will select this probe, and it mentioned about going in non-star lane directions. I mean, you don't have to. You can send it down star lanes, but let's launch it this way. Congratulations, your empire, through innocent or underhanded means, has acquired some luxury resources. Learn how they can transform your fortunes by opening the economy screen. We'll do that in a minute. Oh, there we go. You have to click on the probe, and then left click. Congratulations. Okay, so they just gave me the congratulations again. New luxury resource discovered. Your empire now has access to deciduous trees. You can use it to upgrade your systems in the economy screen. So let's go to the economy screen, which would be this screen right here, this tab, the coins. But we'll click the fast version. Nobody knows why certain miraculous specimens appear in the galaxy in some places and not others. But what is certain is that luxury resources can change empires. With up to 16 unique specimens able to exist in the galaxy, they are automatically exploited from your planets that have revealed luxury deposits. Other means of acquiring them include exploring curiosities, completing quests, diplomatic exchanges, and buying on the marketplace. I need to read that again. I'm sorry, guys. With up to 16 unique specimens able to exist in the galaxy, they are automatically exploited from your planets that have revealed luxury deposits. Other means of acquiring them include exploring curiosities, completing quests, diplomatic exchanges, and buying on the marketplaces. Okay. Luxury resources can be used for many things, most notably upgrading your star systems. In order to start such system development projects, Stage 3 of the Economy and Trade Quadrant of the tech tree must be reached. Okay, so that's substantial. We should make a note of that. Click done. Right mouse click, and that sends us back to this screen. The colony ship, I think, has a movement. No, 0 movement. Okay, so we will end turn. And our probe continues on, and our colony ship will move out to here. And let's continue down this pipeline. Let's try that again. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to let you guys know something. There's an off chance I might have to record this series twice. I may have to start all of this all over again, because I don't know if you guys have picked up on it yet or not, but a lot of the songs that Endless Space 2 uses, they are covers and variations of popular 80s songs. I've noticed this. The kind of 80s songs are the kind like, I think they used to call it shoegazer music. It'll be things like The Cure or Joy Division. I wish I could think of some more examples. There's a whole bunch out there. I'm just so far removed from it, I can't remember the band's names. But you'll start picking up on it now that I've mentioned it. Well, what might happen is that these vampires out there who lay claim to every single song known to man, they've started to do things where they notice if you've borrowed a riff from a song that they quote unquote own, and they'll put a copyright claim on you. And if I see that coming up, I'm gonna have to disable the background music for this, which is a doggone shame because it's nice music, but I'm gonna have to redo the series, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, you discovered the planet Auriga. This garden planet was used as a biological laboratory by the Concrete Endless, with myriad experiments run on both native and alien life forms. A site of major conflict during the Dust Wars, the environment degraded, and the surface of the planet was eventually covered in ice. While there are rumors and expeditions that claim to have uncovered miraculous ruins and the vestiges of great empires, today Auriga is an icy tomb. Wow. Okay. Move the colony ship to here. Are we out of movement? Yes, we are. This is the system we're looking at, the Leo system. Leo 1 is a tiny lava, inhospitable. And that's all that's in here. No. Leo 2, large ash, inhospitable. What a pretty picture, huh? Leo 3, small savanna, inhospitable. Unknown life form curiosity. Here's Auriga, unique planet, tiny ice, inhospitable. Okay. And Auriga is colonizable. Shows us that we're missing the technology wave function control or hardship bonus incentives. We completed drone networks, so now we are researching Xeno-industrial infrastructure. It'll be done in 6 turns. Okay, let's enter the system. Oh, we're out of movement. Okay. We have 1 more turn until science is finished with planetary landscaping. Research complete, planetary landscaping, which we've already read, and it gives us access to intensive cultivation and sustainable farms. Select a suggested technology to research. Well, you could do that from here, or we can go to the tech screen. Now remember, as the Empire, we can purchase technology. And I was thinking to apply that to one of these trees, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that, I don't know if that's really even plausible. I don't know how fast influence builds up. That's going to be on this side. This is the side that gives us the influence producing things. So we definitely need to be progressing here. But gosh, I mean, everything else is important. Science is how you win the game. And the Empire as a role playing, it's these two right here. But then here, oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot. Maybe we should get the first tier of each branch. Oh, see, here's an example song right here. This is why am I blanking on his name? He got knighted. They recently made a movie about him. He's gay. He plays the piano. I can't think of his name, man. But I can hear the melody in this song. So we'll see. All right. Can't believe I can't think of his name. Xenobiology. Oh, there's our timer. Let's grab Xenobiology. Let's read about it. Studies of soil samples from other planets, when combined with advances in understanding of extremophilic bacteria, permit scientists to create, under certain conditions, hardier and more productive crops. And it will grant us public-private partnerships. Let's mouse over that. Xenoscience projects demand long-term investment and complex oversight. They are excellent test situations for developing the long-term agreements between public and private entities that are needed to invest in other large-scale ambitious projects. So it seems like if I had to pick an Earth-like government, we seem to be based around fascism, which is, I guess, the right side of socialism, because they're both socialist, right? Communism and fascism are both socialist governments, and they're both authoritarian governments. But they, one is more of a globalist view, and one is a nationalistic view. So, with the mention of private companies here, but also being exceptionally central government focused, it seems like we are. That would be fascism. Am I wrong? I'm not sure if I have all that correct. But we would gain access to that. It gives plus 10 science to fertile planets, planets in general, and temperate planets. So that would be really good for us, because both of our planets, we're about to colonize another planet, and they're both fertile and temperate. So we would get that full plus 30 bonus. Then it also allows us to colonize tundra. Improvement of the system by which sap moves through weather-resistant plants results in the creation of crop species that can survive harsh weather via freezing and thawing. This opens up many opportunities for colonizing previously uninhabitable areas. So we'll grab this. How long is it going to take? Up here, 6 turns. Okay. Do we have movement remaining? Yes. And can I discover this? Lifeform Curiosity. Expedition successful on Leo 3. And we have more Deciduous Trees. Okay. Done. And we're done with this. Okay, now we will move back over here. Bring our colonizing ship into here. Looks like your fleet can start colonizing a planet in this system. Use the colonize fleet action if you want to start colonizing. Elton John. That's the musician I was trying to think of a minute ago. I flipping blanked Elton John's name. I mean, this guy's a titan in the music industry. Gosh, I'm so out of touch. All right. Well, I mean, he is kind of, yesterday's stuff, but he's hugely influential. Anywho, you guys get the point. I can't believe I blinked his name, man. All right, let's colonize this ship. Primus 1. This ship, this planet. And humanity has extended its reach to a new planet. Well done. With an outpost established, migrants will begin to arrive on your new world from your empire in the form of automated civilian ships that you cannot control. Once enough of your people have arrived to form a single population unit, the outpost will become a colony and the system will be yours. So not until it becomes a colony. That means it's open to aliens to to colonize in here also. That's something that would be disastrous. A shared system. Be wary, though. Another empire may set up a competing outpost. Use outpost actions to incite faster migration rates and make sure you're the first to establish a colony. Okay, well, we don't really need to do that right now because nobody else is here. But somebody, I guess there is no such thing as a shared system. Somebody is going to gain control of the whole system, and it's whoever builds the outpost first. So that's a race against the clock thing right there. All right, we got 5 turns until Xenobiology is done. We're currently working on Xeno-industrial infrastructure, which will be done also in 5 turns. Ship designs for the settler and patrol ships are now present in the construction list. Similarly to system improvements, ship designs can be added to the construction queue to build more ships. Ship designs always begin with a choice of ship hull. More ship hulls, including ones dedicated to warfare, can be unlocked via the technology tree. To see or edit your current ship design, left-click on the military screen. On this screen, you'll learn more about fleet manpower and battles. Well, we will save that for the next episode. Before saving, I do want to click and see if the command number ever went up. No, it did not. Okay. Oh, and it has 2 moves left. Hold on, we need to take advantage of that. There's no other things to probe in here, right? Right. And we'll go down this way. Let's check on that probe we sent out. It hasn't seen anything yet. So probably nothing in that direction. We will save. Overwrite. And there we go, guys. That's the end of episode number 2. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by this channel. I hope you enjoy what you saw. I also hope all is well in your world. The planet is a pretty dicey place these days, and seems like everybody's in a bit of the same boat. There's drama everywhere. So I'm wishing the best to you and yours. God bless everybody. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.